This is Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of craft. Wait. This is the Spoonaphone for Fun University. Who am I? Where am I? I'm on a different channel for Fun University. Okay, let me try that again. Red phone, you go sit over there. We will have a plan for you someday. Hi, I'm Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, your intrepid hostess of Craft Roulette and In Review. How's that? That's pretty good. All right. This is a little different format. It's not going to be much different from the format from Fun University that you are used to if you were over there in the back seat, front seat, watching on Tuesday nights, which is good because I don't want to do something completely new again. Somebody stop me from myself. But thank you guys for showing up. This is In Review. And what In Review is, we will be recapping some of the things that happened on Craft Roulette 150 with Heather Telford last Friday night. But instead of more of me, I'm still here. You can't get rid of me. I am the proverbial bad penny. But instead of more of me alone, this actually is a show that features the card contributors, which excites me and thrills me and makes me very, very happy. And so what we're going to do tonight is we're going to have our snail mail, things that people have sent in. We are going to have our slideshow where with commentary, it's not just a slideshow with music, that jazzy music. It's a slideshow with commentary from me, and you guys can be glitter fairies in the chatterbox as well. And then we have what we did call Guess Who Scavenger Game. Now it's called Whodunit. I have I've picked a card from the Gallery 150, and I will recreate it, and you get to guess who the inspiration card was made by. All right. Yes. Happy Valentine's Day. In our house, Valentine's is not a real big thing, but something is on February 14th. And that something is Kerwin's birthday. He's 3 years old today. And so he made this card, or he commissioned me to make this card. In a world of cats, be a Kerwin. Yep, that's his motto, and I think it's a really pretty good one. So pretty good for a little guy. And I have a Valentine for you as well. This is my annual Valentine. It's nothing new. It's from years and years ago, but here we go. I have written a Valentine poem. Roses are red, coffee is keen. Let me drink mine so I won't be mean. It's a good one. Yes, that's my Valentine's to you all, except it's kind of a morning Valentine. I don't drink coffee in the evening. And we also have the bad dad joke of the day for right here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this one's good. I hadn't read this one yet. What do you call a dog that can do magic? Look at you people in their chit-chat, and I love it. Oh, same rules apply here on In Review as in Fun University. You can talk in the back row. You can talk in the front row. You can throw spitwads, glitter, anything you want. You can eat. You can chew gum. You can even pop gum if you want. It's all the same. Just make sure you wear those stretchy pants because that's what we do. Okay, if you don't know what they call a dog that can do magic. Bum, ba, ba, bum. A labradabracadabra. Okay, let me break this down. A labracadabrador. A labracadabrador. Boomy's part Labrador cadabrador. Okay, that's it. Let's get started with mail call. We do want to thank our spin sponsors this month before we get too far ahead. Gina K, Possum Stamps, and Angie Blum Digitals. Here's a couple. This is a free little bunny stamp. Let me get a little closer for the love of Pete. We don't want any cheaters. There's our little guy. This is a free digital stamp from Angie Blum, and it's real cute. I didn't stick this down very well, but it's real cute. And then you open it up, and he's got a place to go in there too. So that's one little thing from Angie Blum, and here he is in a little lighter colors. Here are some cute cards. There's a few little things that I got from Penguin Palace, including a little die, a little unicorn set, some really fun little sayings, and a nice little die cut. All really great quality. And here are some cards that I made with them. There's my nod to Ashley Young. I really like this cake. And there's some cards that I made with my Penguin Palace stamps and dies. All right, that's all I got. Mail call. I have some from last year still. I'm going to go through those, and I have a few from today's mail, which I went out to say hi to my mail girls. They are the best in Kansas City. That is the Martin City Mail Company. It is the Martin City Post Office. So this one's really cute. Isn't that cute? It's just so simple and sweet. A little shadowing, this is watercolor, and it says, "You are not alone in this story's pages." And it's from my buddy Aline from Sarah McLachlan's song. I don't know the song, but it's probably that Angel song. I love that card. And it's so unlike her to do that very card. This is from Chris Hoverstall. Chris H is what we see on the show from her. "I love you very much." It's another really simple card, but it's really strong in design and prettiness. It's just cute. She's got a little bit of like glossy accents in there kind of randomly, so it's not just solid. It's cool. It looks like the leaf has some texture. Who doesn't like a little happy face? Who? And of course, plaid is one of my favorite things in the whole universe. And she also included a kidney cancer awareness ribbon in these kind of meldy things. I'm not sure what they are called, but super fun, super nice. And she gave me this card with a little Post-it so I can move it on someday, but not tonight. I enjoy these for a long time. Thank you, Chris. And you send in lots of good cards. This one's by Norma, I believe, as I recall. Who else could it be? Yes, it is by Norma. Who else would have a Great Dane, right? These are three-dimensional like buttons without the shanky stuff on the back, but it's really cool. She's got a three-dimensional stone, and she's added see that darkness on it, so it has dimension instead of just really feeling flat, even though it's embossed. Even embossed things can feel flat. Do you guys remember this show? I don't. This episode of Craft Roulette, I can't remember exactly. Maybe window. Because she's got her little curtain right there, and then she brings it inside. This is such a party. And then there's a little bowl here that is also one of those dimensional elements there. Super cute. Look at this little guy sitting right behind his bowl. You are the best ever. That's really cute. Everything about it is a fun little item. Norma, you're something else. You're a very active glitter fairy too, and I really appreciate that. Here we've got a beautiful card from one of my fellow Chief fans, Heather Huang. Isn't that pretty? You can tell that I've had this for a while. I just haven't gotten out I haven't been able to get out all the cards and review them yet with everybody, so I want to make sure everybody gets them. But so pretty. I love the soft colors, even though it's fall. It's orange, and I like it. So, yep, it's cute indeed. I think it's a really nice card. It was really fun talking to Heather about the game. And now to today's mail. We have from our sweet Carol Bennett, who leaves a ton of glitter in really great comments in the Facebook group. If you aren't on the Facebook group, it is under Craft Roulette Show Facebook group. It's a private group. You will be automatically approved if you answer the 2 questions that are really, really simple. This is this week's card for her. So I'm pretty darn. Where's she live? Oklahoma. So she has already made this for the show. uploaded it to the show and mailed it to me, and I've gotten it. I have hope for humanity. This is good. This is real good. So very, very dimensional, very bright, very fun and colorful. This would make anybody's sad, sad day very happy and uplifted, especially knowing the story of how fast it got here through the mail. So we've got the circuit board embossing in the background with some, I assume that is sanded to get the white core paper showing. Always a great look. Then we've got her little robot, and he has bot delivery, U.S. map, special delivery, and she wrote those things, which I always appreciate that somebody will take the, because we all, oh, my handwriting. So it's like, oh, good, Lee, you found us in our new place. That's good. She used a lot of different pop-up tapes all over the place. She's got a folded map. She's got it happening. And then inside it says special delivery, happy birthday. May your day be blessed. Isn't that just so, so fun? It just is the card that doesn't want to. There's those unending cards, but I'm telling you, this has enough pop to it that it's like unending joy. So thank you so much for that googly eye guy. This one, okay, so we're going to have a little bit of a this and that. This one is by Kathy. You know her as Orchard Girl. So we've got this bright explosion of fun. Then we have this not somber, but just this really pretty, gentle feeling card. This feels like something that Patty Beck would like, doesn't it? Oh, Paula Rice, I found out why you didn't get your first card. It came back to me because I didn't put any postage on it. So I've got 2 coming to you now. So be on guard. You're going to get some. You're going to get those darn cards. But this is by Orchard Girl, and it's just pretty as can be. Now, here's another thing on hers. This is like a postcard. It doesn't have a back. It's not on a fold. It's just a front. And which, that's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea at all. For one thing, if I wanted to put it on a card front, I could. But another thing is just saves on your paper, because this is fine to do that. It's absolutely fine. Really pretty ideas here. You've got the fake, well, not fake. You did your own little sewing, I think, with probably a white gel pen. Real pretty embossing on a soft blue, and then you've got that brighter royal blue behind it. Just perfect. I loved it, and I love this idea of not having a back, because on a lot of cards you probably don't need one. So there you go. Nice to hear from you, Orchard Girl. Here is one from Lisa McDowell. This is Crafty Al's sister, which was a surprise to get a card, but isn't it pretty? I love it. I think it's got a lot of class to it. A little something to brighten your day. And it's all in neutrals and a little bit of blue, because blue's still not accepted as a true neutral yet. So thank you, Lisa McDowell. It was so good to hear from you. Here is a stinking gorgeous card from Linda Gorman. Oh, everybody just goes, oh, that's so pretty. Linda Gorman, you are playing my heartstrings there with that beautiful orange and those soft pinks and everything all blending together. Very, very pretty. You've got some kind of sparkles on there, making it pretty and stand out. You got some sparkles on here, and you got some little iridescent sequins, and you've got stencils in the background, and then popped up the pretty colors on the foreground, with a strong black feel there. So just super great. You've got a little inside too. A birthday filled with happiness. And this is embossed. Is my wish for you. Make some memories today in whatever you choose to do. That is really sweet. That's a great card. That's very, very thoughtful. Thank you, Miss Linda. You are a very kind person. And the last one for tonight is from Teresa Farrington. And I think she's here tonight. I think I saw her. Perhaps. I don't know. Anyway, this was another beautiful card. I think it's a 5x7. Ooh, it's a 5x7. 6.5. What's that called? I don't care. I like it. You've got a pretty little half circle there, and her ribbon goes all the way around. And so that's a nice thing to remember. I never think of doing that, but I really think it's a great idea. You've got a nice little bow there. It's an organdy ribbon, and so you can see through it, which kind of adds a little bit of a border, but it also adds a little peekaboo, which is very fun and cute. Oh, these are all Gina K. I thought it looked like hers. I'll have to show it to her. I'll leave it out. I'll show it to her, Linda. And then you just stamped right on top of the pattern paper, which I always forget to do. And so that's a really cute, and it's in green, which I always forget also. See how it's pretty green? I always think, oh, black, white, gold. I get in my little ruts. I learned it from my cat. And then you've got cute little dots all over here. Just really sweet card. And I like this color, that seafoam color green. Happy birthday. May you have a delightful day and a year full of joy. Hey, I'm up for that, girl. I'm way up for that. I like that idea a lot. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to keep going through our cards that I got last fall and last winter, and keep going through them and sharing them with you because they're gorgeous, and I really, really appreciate getting them. Oh, I had a quote from this show, and I can't remember what it was. Got me. Oh, gosh. I'm trying to not be too windy, or at least if I'm being windy, I'm going to be fast windy, so I don't keep you here all night. We were, by the way, Friday, we have Sarah Liz. Yes. She said she's been called all sorts of things, but she was in all sorts of classes with tons of Sarahs. So she has changed it, has known her name that way for a long time just to differentiate herself. But she is going to be great on Friday night. Super fun lady. She's a college professor, so we have to use good grammar. She's an English college professor. And she also works like writing, creative writing. So I think she'll be a lot of fun. She's fairly new to card making and taken to it like a wildfire. So anyway, I think it's great. Let's don't miss that show. I think you're going to enjoy it. Let's go to the slideshow. This is the fun part. Let me check the time. Oh, I'm doing really well. Now we can spend some time on this, which is fun, because this is more fun than me talking about cards I get, but I love them. I love those cards. Today I did go to I was like, yes, and my birthday's coming up. Another year I'm going to be 29. So the episode 150 recap, and this, I think, anyway, we went through this show this afternoon, Stephen and I, to see what we need to do to get things in shape for, so we have a good, all his texts and graphics and everything, but it will look familiar to you. If you were never over on Fun University for this part of the show, what we do is we just have, these are randomly chosen cards. I have seen a lot of them, not all of them. They are on the current gallery for episode 150. I cannot read the description, so I don't know what they say about things, but I do know that they're supposed to have a map full, beach colors, robots, and labels. You guys, your robotage work was outstanding. So impressed. There were, I looked at some of those in the gallery, quite a few in the gallery, and on Facebook, and I'm so sorry I can't write everything on Facebook. Well, one, I keep thinking I have to have it perfect, so I'll look at them on my phone. I go, oh, I gotta see that a little better. Then by the time I get to my computer to see them nice, then I'm sidetracked with something else. But what you have done with robots, you've drawn legs on marshmallows. You have the map folds. You've had these Turkish map folds. What else? The way you took the beach colors and brought it into an element like a scene, and which is totally good. Beach colors just says colors, But if that gives you a little more boost into a card and an idea, I think it's fabulous how you pull those things together. So sometimes I kind of even get locked into that and go, okay, it's got to be on the beach. But no, it's just the colors that we have to include. And on a mapful project, it could have been any kind of project. It didn't have to be a card, but that's mostly what we do. But elements, my, what you did. What those robots and your labels. This is a card by Tammy Williams in Massachusetts. It's her 44th. Everybody was so many people were writing on your own cards too for your labels, which I think is great because usually we go, oh, my handwriting's not so good, and you didn't say that. You just went ahead and did it. Let's admire these parameters. Your map fold, cute little map. I got a feeling you didn't have that thing laying around. I don't know what you did, Tammy, but you didn't have that thing laying around like that. So you came up with it somehow. Cute way to do it, too. Beach colors. That was pretty much anything. A lot of people used a lot of blues and greens, which we all love. But blues, greens, and some tans. There's the sun in the corner there, which is fine. But you could also have beach umbrellas. You could have beach balls, swimming suits, cabanas, any noodles, swimming noodles, all the things could have been any color. So you had a great week for a lot of variety, and you didn't hold back. There's your little robot, created by TAW. I got a feeling her middle name starts with A. And a label, and that's your label. You put your created by TAW. How fun. Well done, Tammy Williams. Cute robot. I got a crush. Kimmer Marie has sent in her 4th. This guy reminded me a lot of my first robot that I did, which was just paper piecing. And she did that too. And I think it's a really effective way to make a robot because you don't have to have, you can make a robot however you want. Just a second. Oh, I knew it was coming. I was fighting it. I just need to own up and yawn sometimes. Anybody else? I'll wait. Sire does need to write and illustrate kids' books. This is a cute robot. Look at my Mr. Robot. What big eyes you have. So cute. I like how she's got him. Look at her ground. How it's got the little dots on it. I'm probably a stamp, but totally could be replicated by anybody at any time. And her map, it has the compass rose, just a part of it, probably from a piece of pattern paper. And her clouds are super pretty, very, very pretty. And then her label is "See you soon." She's got it all. It's all cute. And she paper pierced it. Those hands, the claws, can just be like a circle or a letter O if you have an alphabet, and you can just cut out the O and then cut it off. Say, take that. And then you've got your little claw hands. So, practice with these. If you have grandkids or kids, make some robots for fun on the next rainy day instead of playing games on the computer. I don't know. But I think this would be great. Throw some ideas out with some scratch paper or some scraps, and you can make all sorts of beautiful robots. Well done, Kimmer Marie. Agnes Hearn is one of my favorite glitter fairies. She just leaves little notes of on your comments on your cards in the Facebook group all the time, and they're very, very thoughtful. I really appreciate her. Oh my gosh, I've been on the run today. I'm tired. Agnes Hearn, I'm worn out from that Chiefs game still. So, Agnes has a hilarious project. See, she didn't do a card. She did a project. Some assembly required. I know. I cracked up on this one too, Grandma Gay. Robot Buddy. Some assembly required. His eyes are just laying out there. And who knows what's inside that box? I would have almost thought this was Ellen's for a minute. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but doesn't it feel good when you do it? I just love a good yawn. But I thought this was hilarious, Agnes. It's so clever and fun. You probably didn't have a robot, but that didn't stop you automatically. It's great. A robot box. Beautiful job. Meg from Oregon, number 46. Great way to do this. We had the example from Heather Telford, how to use those gears as part of your card, which is a brilliant way to do it for a, I guess if you had a motherboard or something, if you're a computer, you might not have gears, but you'd have a fan. Wouldn't you, Leslie? But map fold, she's got a folded map inside an envelope. That was cute to put an envelope on the front. Beach colors, blues, and the watercolor and the sand color. Your robot, you've got the gears. And those are good looking gears too. I can't tell. I think it probably is an embossing folder that you color and then say, brushed. Probably, and then your labels are Explore, Journey. I like it. It's right on. It covered the bases. You got it done, and nobody else made one just like yours. So very, very good. Heather T was a great inspiration source. Yes, she was. If you go over, well, on this channel, if you go to this channel, there's a place called Clips. I don't know if you can find it or not. I can find it. But it says Clips, and you can see Heather. There's two of them from Heather, and one is her answer when she first gets the parameter for robots, and she just it's really good. And then the second one is at the end of the show, and she gives her word of advice about robots. So see if you can find that in Clips. They're very, very short, and they're just on a loop. But I can't pull them out and have them so you can see them like a reel. But anyway, super cute. She was inspirational. Natasha R. from South Australia, oi, 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 sent in this card. Okay, so I thought this one was really cute and clever. She folded a piece of paper so that it is a map fold over and then accordion. So very good idea to do that. Beach colors, she's got some sunset colors and yellow with the peach and the yellow and the blues. It's cute little robies. They're just adorable. And then their label is beep beep, I think. I like it. You did some really, I don't know if that is die cut or if you did the fussy cutting, but you did a great job. I like how you have the little robies on each one of the robies. We love the robies. How you have them on the panels, and you've even got a roby dog. So, and the background is, gosh, I wish I knew how you did that. But I think you ink blended, this is my guess, on a large stamped area. And I really like that gritty kind of feel. I'm a sucker for grid. Let's just face it. Is Natasha here? I don't think she is. She's probably the wrong time of day. No, it's tomorrow. She's probably at work. But nicely done, Natasha. I like those colors too. And it's so cute that you put your colors up there. I like that. It helps me learn. Thank you. April Palmer. You are something else. April Palmer won a contest in our Patron group one time. She designed her own mug, and well, I did, but she told me what she wanted on it. And yeah, I'm not gonna yawn again. Well, maybe. I do love a good yawn. But she made this, I think, and I asked her, but I'm not sure if I heard. I think she used one of our coloring sheets, our Patron coloring sheets. They've been getting a robot coloring sheet every month. This is not it. And I think that one may have been from August. This is this month's he's in a kissing booth. And I know that some people have used that for their card front. They shrunk it down and used it for their card front for this particular challenge. But I think that's his August his August face, but she may have drawn it. I don't know. Then she took washi tape and folded it up for his arms and legs. I have that washi tape. That's how I know. And then she's got a little craft table, and he is a crafty bot. As long, if they would clean up, that'd be good. That'd be good. Crafty bot. Roulette is the name of our robot. Roulette robot. And he does all sorts of things every month. He gets in very seasonal situations. But he turned out really fun and cute. Very, very good. Definitely a craft roulette card. One of a kind, right? I like that. Oops, we got that one already. Crystal Wyckoff got her card in. It's her 44th. Well done. And you've got gears all over. I think they're die cut. You've got a star chart. I see the Big Dipper. And you have, there's more than one Big Dipper. That could be confusing. And then you've got your little truck on Route 66. That's your map. With your map, Route 66 is kind of like a dreamy, starry, dreamy kind of a route. Route? Do you say route or route? And he's flying about. He is flying, isn't he, Jay? He's just flying through the stars. It's a cute truck. And Route 66 is not too far from here. There's a part of it. I don't know. I once thought it would be a fun thing to do, but now I like to just be in my craft room. Craft rooms have ruined so many dreams. I've replaced my craft room has replaced so many aspirations. It sure is easier. Well done, Crystal. I like those gears. They kind of look like fancy steering wheels. Keep that in mind if we ever need one. Chris Pesmino. Okay, this one's really good. I'm glad we got to this, and then I think we'll quit and move on to our game. But this is a pocket letter, and it's like a baseball card page protector. And so it's got all those 9 little pockets, and then you just fold them up and put them in there, or make them like cards and put them in there. You can put little Happy Mail embellishments and things, but it folds up from top to bottom, and it fits in a business size envelope. Not for first class stamp, but it costs a little more. But she's got her robots in there. Chris is our sole South American. She brought a friend once to play, and that was all. And so she has remained the Queen of America del Sur for us, just our Southern Queen, and it's so much fun to have her with us. South America needs a little representation after all. So we're glad that we have Chris to do that. When we first met Chris, I'll tell you, I mean, she's been with us a long time. She had a horrible broken ankle, and she was not at home, but she was homebound, I think, pretty much wherever she was, and immobile. And she would make these cards with the 4 parameters that were so creative and so interesting because she wasn't in her craft room. And she had one with a book jacket cover and one with a menu. And it was just like, it works. Oh my gosh, I've never seen anything like it, and never probably will again. And it was just such a treasure to me that she would take that time and use what she had and give herself a little craft time when she was just not able to do much. So we've never been able to speak, but my Spanish is terrible. So I hope her English, if we do ever get to speak, I hope her English is better than my Spanish. I've got a feeling it is. So that is, one more. Larissa Woolsey. Oh, good. We gotta see this one. This one was, went from a little cozy pocket letter thing to this Avenger. I'm not even sure what he is because I live under a paper rock, but we got some kind of superhero. Okay, so I put superhero on the parameters in place of the robot. I'm not feeling the love for superheroes either. I'm just loving this stuff to see who loves what. But I'm not feeling the love for superheroes. But you could totally use this Larissa Woolley, and you did. You're a zero hero with this card. So you've got whoever this guy is. You say he's Iron Man. Iron Man has a softer side. He's in touch with his inner softer side, and he's got a lovely folded map of hearts. It's pretty darn good, isn't it? Yeah. Rosie, superhero. It's on the perimeter. I think it's currently in the lead for being vetoed this week, by the way. So, yep. I know florals are good, but robots are important too. So, this is a cool card. It's a cool card. You got your nice little. I kind of like how you've got a little detail on your scallops with this Iron Man, and the hearts coming out of a folded map is indeed special. Well done. I love it very much. Thank you guys for all. I think, we've got 130 or something. 130 some cards. So our census on cards is a little lower than usual, but we'll get some more. We'll get some more because we usually get 15 to 20% during the week, but it is Tuesday. So patrons, I hope you're getting your robots together. You've got a lot of examples in the gallery already. And you won't make the same. It just doesn't work that way. But right now, speaking of making the same card, my card is not going to be like the Whodunit card. It's going to have differences in it. But if you want to right now, this is not the right page. This is another page. I think this is it. Is going to be the right page, except it's not. It still has Guess Who Scavenger Hunt, so I may slip. So the object of this game, Whodunit, is to be the first to correctly guess educationally guess, and name in the comments the contributor whose card I was inspired by. The details are, it has been randomly chosen from the Gallery 150 that we just had on Friday night, current gallery. The project is not going to be verbatim. It's not going to be exactly as they made it. I'm going to be able to take artistic liberty. I will be pulling out some of the ideas and I will make a card using those ideas. To play the game, just ask Lynn Sanders, who correctly identified last week's inspiration maker in like 45 seconds or something. It was like, I was barely doing anything on the card and there it was. She's here. She's ready. But to play the game, you need to be in the live chat. You need to be on the live call. It doesn't work if you're watching a replay, even though you can, kind of like play by yourself and go, guess who it is. But to actually play, you need to be in live chat. In another browser, you need to open the current gallery on craftroulette.live. Okay? And so then to declare your guess, your educational guess, you're going to type instead of Fun University, you're going to type @craftroulette. That will signify to me. There we go. Patty Beck doesn't miss a beat week after week. And then type your guess of the inspiration crafter or craftette that you think I'm casing their card. If their name, use the spelling that they use on the contribution. Like if you know them as Sister Sledge, or their a personal name with Poopsie or something like that, don't use that because I can't tell who it is. Just use the name that they use on their contribution. If it's somebody that you think needs a little more clarification, location would be very appreciated. You be the first to guess correctly and you will get an OG, an original giveaway, a handmade card with an itty bitty gift. Remember, my card will not be exactly like theirs, and I try really, really hard to make it different. I thought I was on my face. I was making all sorts of eye contact with you. Whatever. Okay. So, guess what we're going to start with? So here's the thing. yesterday, I realized I had some robot paper. My gosh, I'd forgotten all about that I had robot paper. Oh, you haven't studied the contributions? Everybody's got a chance then. Lynn Sanders hasn't studied. And on the back, it's got the gears. And on the front, it's got these cute little robots. So how I started my card was by cutting out some of these robots. This is the one I'm going to cut out first. And now this is fussy cutting, but it's not very fussy cutting. It's kind of like non-fussy cutting. I'm staying close, but not in this little guy's face. It is cute paper. This is by Dares to be Artsy, and honest, oh my gosh, she's got gorgeous paper. It's thick. It's thicker than most pattern paper, and it's a hard choice between the front and the back. And she's right here in Kansas City. So, but I did buy this paper with the robots in mind. And then forgot. Okay, and it wasn't that long ago. Is it well done, Susie Fick. Is it Debbie Hansen? No. There's so many robots. I think there's something about the robots that will give it away more easily, but we haven't quite gotten there yet. But keep looking. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to show you some of her papers. It's really pretty. She was on the show one time. So, and I think she often sells dyes to go with her paper. Is it Joanne D. Paula Rice? Thank you for guessing. It is not. And I know for a fact, because I've made this card already, that I'm going to need it to be popped up off of its busyness, because the paper it's going on is going to be kind of busy too. So I'm going to mat it on some cream color paper. I guess I could have just used white, but I thought, I don't know what. I think it was because I used cream color paper today. I think that's as design, as close to a design thing as I got. Okay, it's frequent. It's something I used earlier. It's really a pretty paper, and I'm not sure. I think I got it at my boyfriend Michael's. It's got a bit of a linen feel to it. I like it. Is it Karen F? No. No, it's not, but you're making good guesses. Is it Sarah Liz? No. Are you guys excited about... Have you subscribed to her channel yet? She does some really extravagant things, and then she also does this thing called emergency cards. And so she's got both ends of the card spectrum covered. Is it Sarah Liz? And then Rosie asks, is it Susie Fix? And yes, it is. It is Susie Fix card. Rosie, how did you guess? Because Susie was here? Ding, ding, ding. I need a bell. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. It is Susie Fick. I thought, oh, that's a cute card. Let's do that. All right. Good deal. Congratulations, Rosie B. Rosie. I probably have your address, but if you want to contact me with that, I will send you one of these cards. Congratulations. I don't think I'm doing this right because you guys guess it so fast. Cut out robots with a busy background. You know, that was good deduction. That was really good deduction. So here's my card that I made using Susie Fick's inspiration. There it is. And I tried to make it backwards. I thought, okay, so if I do it, hers is the yellow background with blue. And I thought, okay, I'm going to do it the other way. And so I didn't even get to that part. And here was Susie Fick asking all along, is it so-and-so? Is it so-and-so? And it was hers. Susie, you were the first one to start guessing. I almost swallowed my bubble gum. But I love this. Oh, look at, this is another one of Dares to be RC. Isn't that pretty? So eyes too wet. That's just too pretty to let sit underneath somebody else's paper. So I'm going to cut it out and use it again. And some people do this on a trimmer. I find that cumbersome. And I don't care if it's straight because I can always straighten it. Or not. I'm good either way. Oh my gosh. Susie, does it look like that your card to you? I've got some things here that I can share as I put it together. Oh my gosh. I'll send you a card too, Susie Fick. Wow. Oh my goodness, that was fast. What am I doing wrong? There's over 130 cards and you guys are figuring them out. Oh, the same 4 parameters. I'm pretty astounded. Pretty astounded. Okie doke. So I was going to do a map fold of this for my map fold. So I could be legal. Heaven help me if Deputy Heidi comes after me. Just can't have that. And then I did discover something with this paper. This is not from Dares to be Artsy. This is from my boyfriend Michael's. And one way to rough up the edges is to take a scissors and do this. But I was ripping it like crazy. So I'm going to put some ATG inside the edges, not clear out to the edges. And then just rough it up when it's on the card. I was having okay success with that. Just by taking my fingernails and roughing it up like that. Because when it was a big piece, I think it works better with your scissors hand holding when it's a smaller piece. But since it was kind of a big piece, when it was awkward. And it was folding up and ripping and cutting into it and things. So this is just my thinking. I don't know. Let's see if this works. Oh, this is scratching. Nah, that didn't work. Try again. So that just kind of, it was, I don't know. I'm going to have to try this with different papers to see if it's at all reasonable. And then you can kind of fold in the corners and you can let it rip a little. Got to have strong fingernails. Was it Sally B or something? She used to have like strong fingernail polish. I think it was probably, I remember it as what is that, the word? I don't know. A youth that was very easily influenced. Okay, so that's Susie Fick did rough up this second mat. So I roughed it up too. Now she did like a rosette, Sally Hansen nail polish. You won again, Lynn Sanders. You knew what I was trying to say. Tear it first. Yep, you could do that too. Tear it first and give it up, right? Forget about it. But I thought this worked out pretty well because it held it down. So I wasn't going all over. I have good boyfriends. I do. But Susie Fick from Illinois did a rosette. So I went ahead and folded this too, but it doesn't look like much. And so the way she had hers up here, and she had a very fancy a die cut there, and then the medallion. Well, hers wasn't a medallion either in the center. It had more of a brackety feel. And then she had 4 instead of 3. You didn't even get to this. Let me get to this part. She had another one up here. And here are these guys. Like so. They were floating in a blue space. And you can see that the white did pop them up off that busy background because mine is loud. It's just loud. So I made one floating above the medallion, and then this one is going to be below the medallion. like Susie's. So this guy is cut off. So we're going to give him a or her. I guess it's a her. She's going to be coming in from the side because she's cut. She's not a full robot anymore. Then I had this, and I don't think I need it, but it was cute, and I don't know if I don't want it. We could switch these around and maybe stick it under here. For more busy news, that's kind of a cool thing to add that vertical line with all these floating guys. You could even have him float up on top of that a little bit. She could float on top of him too. Then you wouldn't know that she was missing part of her body. Poor thing. That doesn't quite do it. I think we'll just make her do that. You know, this would be a good thing inside. Yeah, they need to go to the repair store. Let's just go ahead and put all these guys down. This actually has a scallop to it. Can you see it? Very, very slight scallop. And it also was a tag, so it had a hole in it. But I don't think you can really... It didn't matter. So I thought, oh no, what if the hole is still big? You can see it. Yeah, you're not going to see it on this. There's too much going on. Honestly. And that is folded, like I said, but... Okay, so we're going to pull these guys in space here. Even though they're floating, they're going to be close to each other because they're all good friends. Robies tend to be friends. It's Valentine's Day, after all. Okay, let's look at the colors on this and see how we want it. I have the black. I think we're going to put... We've got some red up here, so let's bring the red down here. So we've got this thing going on. We've got this guy over here on the edge to say, I am the end. I am the end. You've got two blacks, and we can do a black over here too. He's a little bit of a, if he's in the middle, this guy gets kind of lost. But this guy is better off if he's in the middle. And his coloring and everything is a little lighter, and he just needs to be caressed by his friends so that he doesn't get lost by some bold black robot. And I kind of want him floating a little bit. They're in space. Let's see what their arms are doing too. So they're not all touchy. Here we go. That's going to be just fine. Then we've got, here's another thing I did. It was best friends. So I found a stamp that said best wishes friend, because I didn't have a best friend. Oh, I did it backwards. Da, 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 da. And that's okay. It really is okay. So I'm going to do best friends on this little circle, and then I'm going to add something to it. There's best wishes. Then I flipped it over so I didn't get ink on anything that wasn't supposed to. Best friend, and here comes my label. Okay, let's put this guy on. You could pop him up too since this is folded, but I'm not gonna. My card is not better than yours, Susie Fick, and mine is different than yours. So I have this scratch off sticker from Pear Blossom Press, and I'm going to put that right on top of the sentiment and put a label on it. Scratch and yawn on my theme. There you go. So that is my backwards card, inspired by Susie Fick from Illinois. So now the question is, do I put this? Yeah, I think so. We'll just put it right in here on the wrong side. It's okay. Somebody's going to get this wonderful card, and they're just going to be delighted to see that in outer space, cards open another way. It's a NASA design thing, I'm sure. There we go. But this one opens the right way. So this probably isn't a real NASA card, but it does have a scratch. Hi, I'm Scratch. I'm Press Me. You could put something like that, because this little stamp set, somewhere, that I also got from Amanda has things like pull, tear, flip, look, press. It's for her lights. And I thought, gosh, if I were really clever, I would put lights in these, because I do have some, but I couldn't figure it out. So, but it's also little triangles and arrows and things, lift, tilt. So those would be good. Those would be actually very good robot names. Lift, tilt, scratch stuff. But this then just scratch off like a lottery ticket, I think. You just scratch it off. And hi, how you doing? So that's my card for tonight. You guessed it right away. Rosie B, I'm pretty darn impressed. Oh man, those robot cards are really doing great. You are doing such a wonderful, wonderful job. And if you haven't made yours yet, please, if you're a patron, you still have till Thursday night. And it's a great, great gallery. But it's a gallery you need to spend a little time in too. Because they're so interesting. They're not regular cards. They just aren't regular. And so spend a little time, enjoy it. I think some of them will just make you giggle. And that's a good thing. I think so. Do want to thank our patrons. Speaking of it, if you haven't gotten your cards in, you have till Thursday night at midnight as a patron at any level. And hey, here's something coming up. So March is the second Friday in March is our anniversary. It's our third anniversary at Craft Roulette. We're up to 12,000 total contributions. I think 16 or 17 countries, almost. We still have Wyoming and one of the East Coast, maybe New Hampshire, that we've never gotten a card from. But we'll try to do a little more research on that. But we do have a fun thing planned for our patrons. So if you want a little back behind the scene kind of thing, we're going to do a special presentation for our patrons our anniversary week. So that's when we will release it. I'm not going to tell you a thing more. But March would be a great month to be a patron. And we do appreciate it because we do have costs, the cost of business. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. People keep saying, well, yeah, you can do that and you can have that, but it costs money. And so we say, okay, how much? And we give them. And you guys help us out immeasurably to make this show happen. Patty Beck, my heart almost just stopped. She just said, fun show tonight. She's a robot convert. I'm excited. So that's the best news I've had all day. And I've had some good news. That's wonderful. Every month is a good month to be a patron. Thank you, Cheryl Jackson. We did have fun on our call Saturday, didn't we? Cheryl is a hoot. She was telling dad jokes and she was having a 5K was there. Cheryl was there. Christina was there. Who else? Rosie. We got to see Rosie. It was fun. Grandma Gay almost was there, but her thing was messing up. But then she came back in and we got to see her just sitting there smiling. Leslie was our doorman. She's tough, but she lets them in. And, yep, Cordelia, we missed you this time. But anyway, we'll do that again in April is the plan. That's where I have it written down. But we had a lot of fun over there. It's just a nice little group, isn't it? Yep. You appeared. You did well. She's dog sitting. So, yeah, we get to kind of put names with faces and things, and it's really special. because I see you guys here and you got your camera fixed. We were talking about you today because our Club Fun has 3 calls a month in addition to our all patron thing. And we were talking about you today, Christina. So I'm glad your camera is fixed. That's good. We were talking about, well, we don't know what was wrong with her camera. So I'm glad it's good. And Paula, I will resend that card to you. Why do I do things like this? But thank you, each and every one of you, for being a patron for us. We really, really appreciate it. I know it's not something that everybody can do. So if you could, please share, give us a thumbs up. That kind of thing all helps as well. And if you are a patron, share and give us a thumbs up too. You're going to want to meet Sarah Liz this next Friday night on episode 151. Friday night, the slideshow will start at 6:10 without commentary. And, oh, darn. And she'll be real interesting. We'll see if Sarah can keep her card simple. I've coached her, so we'll see if she can keep her card simple. But I think she'll be great. And then we'll be back next Tuesday to talk about that show. Does that make all sense? Was this easier to find me tonight? I really bring on those superheroes. That's right. We can do it. All you have to do is draw a little cape on something. That's all. All you have to do is draw a little cape. You can do it on a bunny or a kitty. It'll be fine. But I don't think we're going to see it this time. I think it's getting vetoed. Y'all, you're the best. Absolutely the best. I look forward to reading to see what you guys came up with. Hope you liked sitting here in review and enjoying your scones and all that. I didn't see Jamie. I hope she's doing okay. And till next Friday, you guys take care. Stay warm. Stay out of trouble. And we'll see you Friday. All right? Okay, how do I do this one? I think this is it. Night-night.